Hi Virgo, and welcome to your bonus love advice for August 2018. The reason why I am doing this video is because Venus has just moved into the seventh house of Libra, which is relationships, on August 6th. And we also have Mercury retrograde in Leo, the fifth house. So relationships are very highlighted for the month of August, so I thought I would do some bonus messages. Now, those of you who are completely single, don't have anybody on your mind, don't have any real options before you, I have created a timestamp for you guys, so you are not left out. But for the rest of you, go to the timestamp, which is listed in the description box below, of you plus the sign that you are interested in or dating or hoping to reconcile with. So like Virgo plus Virgo, Virgo plus Leo, etc. Okay, I will start with single Virgos first who don't have anybody on their mind. For the rest of you, go ahead to your timestamp. All right, single Virgos, let's see what is on the menu for you guys for August. Okay, so we have unrequited love. This Virgo, unfortunately, I think could mean that you may have some love opportunities presented to you in August, but I don't feel that you're going to really be interested in any of them, okay, with the unrequited love. Or you may be really dealing with some sort of breakup or rejection, and that's still the primary energy you're vibrating in, so you may not be open to a new romance just yet, energetically, okay? So let's pull another card, see what comes out there. Okay. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Okay, Virgo, I really get the sense more that you might have some opportunities come your way, and I don't feel like you're really interested in them. You don't feel like they could even really go anywhere, but you might be tempted to entertain them just for the sake of that, so that you're not lonely. But with this coming out, being authentic to who you are, you know, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, and it's just a waste of your time, okay? So be real. Also, if you are still working through a breakup or a rejection in your recent past, you need to be real with yourself on how you truly feel, and you very well may not be ready yet to jump into anything new. So here with the fledgling, I do feel that there's opportunities that are going to be presented to you, Virgo, but either A, I don't feel like you're interested back, and you may consider entertaining it just for the sake of, like, you know, doing it, just, you know, hey, I'm dating this person. Not that you see it going anywhere, but, you know, sometimes it's nice just to have somebody in your life that's enjoyable to be around. But be real to yourself. It won't even be worth it for you in the end. It won't. Also, before anything truly real and significant can start, make sure that any sort of rejection or breakup from the past you are truly over 100%. Like, you're not harboring any hate, any bitterness, any guilt, like no heavy feelings. We've got to be a clean slate for the new romance to come in, okay? So, single Virgos, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is a Virgo plus another Virgo, and we will use the Mercury card to represent the other Virgo, since that is the ruling planet of Virgo. So let's see what is up for a Virgo-Virgo connection. This is whether you're interested in pursuing a Virgo, you are dating a Virgo, you're in a relationship with a Virgo, or maybe you're hoping to can reconnect with your Virgo. So what flew out here is release your ex. So depending on the status of your connection with your Virgo is the message of this card. So if we are in a committed, serious relationship with a fellow Virgo, what this is saying is we really need to let all the drama and heartache and emotional baggage that's been created between you and your Virgo through the course of your relationship, it's time to really let all of that go in order for you guys to move ahead in a more harmonious, prosperous type of relationship. Also with this, if you're in a serious relationship with a fellow Virgo, one of you may need to release energy of an ex that you're still harboring. This could be like a desire to reconnect with an ex, or it could be where there's a lot of emotional baggage present from, traumas that happened with exes. And again, if that's the case, we really need to work on letting that go so that we can move forward in a much more harmonious flow, okay? If you're just dating a fellow Virgo and there's no real commitment in place, the same applies really, where we either need to let an ex go so that we can move forward in this relationship with this Virgo and see where it can truly take us without it being tainted by, emotions for somebody else, whether that's you or the fellow Virgo. Or one of you may have a lot of just emotional baggage that we have to let go of before we can really get into a deep commitment with each other. If you are hoping for a reconciliation with a Virgo, with release the ex, that could, it's pretty straightforward for me what that means, but I've had some people get very offended if I'm like, well, maybe you should let the ex go, even though this card comes out. So, if you're hoping for a reconciliation with a fellow Virgo, you have to take that card for what it means to you personally. Does that mean that you really need to just let the idea of a reconciliation go with this Virgo permanently? Do you need to let it go for now and work on yourself? Do you need to just let a lot of baggage go between you and the ex so that you can have a reconciliation? Like, you need to decide how that truly applies to your situation. If you are hoping to catch a fellow Virgo's eye, they may still be very hung up on their ex. Just be cautious of that with this card here, okay? So take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And love, it makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Yes. So listen, connection with Virgo, really about opening up, being vulnerable, letting the past go, whether it's past baggage or truly, like an ex that may be causing issue in your connection with your Virgo now, okay? Just, it's time. This could be a great thing, but we've really got to work on what needs to be healed. So let's pull the outcome here. All right, so we have denial. All right, with this, I feel very strongly for those of you who are hoping to reconcile with a fellow Virgo. With the denial card, means one of two things. One, it is not the right time, so this in August would not be the right time to try to reconcile with your fellow Virgo. Or two, this fellow Virgo that you are trying to reconcile with could truly just be sour fruit and you don't recognize that just yet, okay? So denial is all about timing, or you're reaching for something that is truly beneath you. So listen, if you're trying to hook up with a fellow Virgo, it might not be the right time. It looks like they're working through some issues with their ex. And, if we're dating or in a serious relationship, what I feel about this is we can't move forward until whatever this represents for you personally within your relationship is healed and released. And then that's when we can move forward in a much more harmonious flow with each other, okay? So those are your messages for a Virgo Virgo connection. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is for a Virgo Sagittarius connection. Could be you're just interested in a Sagittarius, could be that you're involved with one, or maybe you are hoping to reconcile with a Sagittarius. So let's see what comes out for you, Virgo, for the rest of August. We have reconciliation. Nice. So those of you hoping to reconcile with a Sagittarius, it looks very promising. Like that could definitely happen. We could run into each other. We could start communicating again. We could be deciding that we want to try our relationship again. Okay, what this reconciliation means is going to be a little bit different for each of you. If you are just dating a Sagittarius with no real commitment in place, if you get into any sort of argument or misunderstanding in August, I really feel like you'll be able to push past that and move beyond that, okay? But this can also be about reconciling differences with each other. If you are in a serious committed relationship with a Sagittarius, this could indicate that you're reconciling differences, or you know that you guys are just gonna come into a closer bond, more intimacy. Like if you've been feeling disconnected, you feel reconnected to each other, that type of thing, okay? So let's see what comes out. And if you're interested in a Sagittarius, very well could have, you know, a couple opportunities throughout August to try to get this thing moving. Look at that, new love, just as I'm saying that, yes, if you are interested in a Sagittarius, I feel like we can get things moving in August. Love is all around you. Yeah, nice. If you are reconciling, and look at what's on the bottom of the deck, the Union of Hearts, beautiful. If you're reconciling with the Sagittarius, it looks good. You guys, I feel, are going to have a different experience second time around. If you're just dating a Sagittarius, I feel like August brings you guys much closer, maybe even into an official commitment with those two cards that have just shown themselves. And again, if you are in a serious relationship with the Sagittarius and we've been kind of disconnected, something about the events, the energy, the experiences between you and your Sagittarius, like spark a new love between the two of you, okay? Takes your love to like the next level. And look at that. This is the outcome, beauty. Yeah, so no matter your current status with the Sagittarius, it looks very promising for all of you. Closer connections, making commitments with each other, falling in love again, reconnecting, seeing the beauty in each other. Just very nice for a Virgo Sagittarius connection, okay? So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is for a Virgo Capricorn connection. If you are trying to catch a Capricorn's eye, you're involved with the Capricorn, or you're hoping to reconcile with a Capricorn. So let's take a look, Virgo. All right, so we have free yourself. So regardless of your status with a Capricorn, there's some element to the relationship itself, or to a pattern of behavior about the relationship, or a belief system within you about the relationship that you need to free yourself of, okay? So Virgo Capricorn, it looks like there's some sort of change that needs to take place in the relationship for it to move forward. So if you're just dating a Capricorn, this could mean where you need to put your foot down and be like, look, are we in this or what? Are you committed? Is this going somewhere? Like, that could be what this is about, where you need to free yourself from just going with the status quo of what Capricorn wants. Or Capricorn could be telling you, hey Virgo, where's this going? What do you want from me? And put their foot down, okay? If you're in a serious relationship with a Capricorn, there is a need and element for change within the relationship. And what that is different for each and every one of you. So if you know what I'm talking about, then here's your confirmation. If you're trying to reconnect with the Capricorn, you may need to free yourself from that idea, or you need to free yourself from the pattern of behavior you and this Capricorn can be stuck in. You know, what does that really represent for you? If you're trying to woo a Capricorn, I don't know that you really want this Capricorn. There might be way more than meets the eye, Virgo, to this person. So, you know, apply that how it fits for you. This is just a general reading, so, you know, you can only take it so far. All right, so let's pull some whispers of love and see what comes out. All right, actions speak loudly, and be willing to express love. So if your Capricorn's actions are not that of love for you, if your Capricorn's does not speak the words of love and praise towards you, you might want to free yourself from this Capricorn, okay? If your actions don't speak love towards your Capricorn, or you're not exceptionally verbal about how you feel, your Capricorn might free themselves from you, okay? There's just something here about, you know, actions do speak louder than words, but I'm feeling like there's a lack of action, and there's also a lack of word in something, and that's what we need to break free from. We need to see things for what they are somehow, some way, however that personally speaks to you with your Capricorn, okay? Damn, and look at this. We have forbidden. So listen, everybody who's familiar with my readings knows that I am all about the positive. There's truly two sides to every situation, two sides to a coin. You know, it's all a matter of perspective. And even though things can be challenging, how you perceive those challenges really is your choice. But with this, listen, Virgo Capricorn, the reading that's coming through in this right now, in this moment, is not a very good one, okay? This forbidden, it's like you need to get out of Dodge. Whatever is going on with you in this Capricorn, I just don't feel like it's not satisfying. There's just, you know, if you are happy with your Capricorn, this reading is not for you, not at all. This is more of somebody who I feel is like kind of dating a Capricorn, no real commitment, and this is a universe saying, hey, you really need to pay attention to this person's actions. And if they're saying pretty words, giving you great excuses, it's time to ignore that and, you know, pay attention to their actions and energy. And if they're talking to you, what are they expressing and what are they not expressing to you, okay? It's like we've got to free ourselves from something here. And with forbidden, it's like this path will cause you much, much pain and heartache. So, you know, if you're just kind of dating and the Capricorn's wishy-washy, you might want to get out of Dodge. If you're hoping for a reconciliation with a Capricorn, I don't know that it's really written in the stars for you to do so. Like, if you don't reconcile with your Capricorn, you need to look at it as the universe protecting you from a lot of heartache, pain, and potential abuse, okay? If you are in a serious relationship with a Capricorn, man, really just what needs to change for you guys to be okay and be happy and move forward, okay? And if that can't change and if things can't be fixed, then it might be time, you know, to let it go. It's just, this is a really hard read, the Virgo Capricorn matchup. So apply that how it truly resonates for you. And if it doesn't, then, you know, this is not for you. This is definitely about a challenged and strained connection and relationship with a Capricorn, okay? So Virgo, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is an Aquarius Virgo connection. So whether you're interested in an Aquarius, involved with an Aquarius, or hoping to reconcile with an Aquarius, okay? So let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You know, Virgo, if this was paired up with anybody, with any other sign, with the exception of maybe a Libra, I would be like, Virgo, you need to decide. But the fact that I see Aquarius sitting there, I'm like, Aquarius might be the indecisive one here. But that coming out, there's a choice that needs to be made, either on your behalf or the behalf of Aquarius. So if you are interested in pursuing an Aquarius, it could be where you're trying to decide if you're going to put it out there, or, you know, you put it out there and you're waiting for a reply from Aquarius, and you might need to put an expiration date on that and be like, look, Aquarius, if you can't, like, give me a word or something soon, then I'm moving on. Say something, I'm giving up on you, right? If you are just dating an Aquarius, this could be where you or the Aquarius is like, where's this going? And we have to kind of decide in August, are we going to get committed? You know, and if we can't decide, it might be time to take a break. If you are in a committed relationship with an Aquarius, there's some sort of decision that you guys are trying to make in August. It might fall solely on your shoulders or solely on Aquarius's shoulders. Maybe for some of you, you might be considering leaving an Aquarius. All right, so we have romance, and we have look at your pattern in relationships. So with these two cards pairing up, Virgo, I feel like either you or your Aquarius might have some emotional baggage from some failed relationships in the past, or, you know, if you have been with this Aquarius for a while, this might be some emotional baggage between the two of you, okay? Or this baggage could exist in both of you from past relationships, but with very soon and look at your patterns, it's time to break some sort of repetitive pattern. It could be being indecisive, having a hard time committing, being vulnerable, romance, you know. It's like in August, it's time to get real with yourself and with your Aquarius, regardless of the status, your current status of your relationship. And if you guys are going to do this, then give it your all 100% and romance the pants off of them, okay? If not, then, you know, it might be time to kind of put this on the back burner and work on whatever this energy is, where we've got to change some pattern of behavior within our relationships, okay? If you're hoping to reconcile with an Aquarius, there's something about the dynamic of the relationship that does need to change in order for you guys to be, and look at this, we have success. So I like this. This, do not throw in the towel on your Aquarius. I just feel that, you know, one of you might be a little bit nervous, a little bit gun shy based on things that have happened in the past, maybe both of you. But it's like, if we could just let ourselves be free, be vulnerable, and be real with ourselves about what this behavior is, because it says it requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So there's some element to this Virgo Aquarius relationship, regardless if you're broken up, just dating in a long-term commitment, or trying to, you know, pursue one. There's something that needs to be addressed about either the dynamic between the two of you, or some sort of repetitive pattern of behavior on your behalf, or emotional baggage. And in doing so, we have ultimate success here, okay? So that is being vulnerable, being romantic, being open, and not making the same choices and mistakes of the past, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are involved with a Aquarius. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is for those Virgos that have a Pisces connection, whether you're hoping to get with the Pisces, hoping to reconcile with the Pisces, or you are currently involved with the Pisces somehow, some way. So let's see what comes out for you guys. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So the Virgo Pisces connection looks really nice. Whether you are just dating them with no real commitment, you're in a long-term commitment with Pisces, you're hoping to get with the Pisces, or you're hoping to reconcile with one, it actually looks really nice with that. It's safe for you to love as the primary energy between the two of you for August. So let's pull some whispers of love and see what accompanies that. All right, we have get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And we have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So this is card 44. This is card 43. So I like that. It feels super synchronistic. And, you know, the next card out would actually be forgiveness. So I feel like this belongs because of what I see here. And I love this. The next card out would be new love. And on the bottom of the deck, we have, you know, this spiritual connection card. So Virgo, what I feel about you and Pisces, those of you who have been in a long-term relationship, it looks like you and this Pisces have some forgiveness and some emotional baggage to let go of and get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. You guys might need to forgive so that you can reconnect and see who you guys have evolved into over time and really get to know each other in a different way, like to take your relationship to a different level, to vibrate in a different frequency than what you've been experiencing, because love endures, okay? Those of you who are hoping to reconcile with the Pisces, I feel like the energies are very positive for a reconciliation in August. But again, there's some forgiveness that needs to happen, and we really have to hear each other out, all right, so that we can move forward successfully. If you're just dating a Pisces, I feel like there's a lot of potential to this relationship for sure, okay? If you're trying to snag a Pisces, again, there's a lot of potential for it, okay? So we have meditation here. What this tells you, Virgo, is that regardless of your current status with your Pisces, I don't feel like you really have to do much to, like, if you're trying to reconcile, I don't feel like you have to do anything. Like, it's like the universe is setting that up for you, okay? With meditation here, it's like you just vibrate in a beautiful frequency of love. If there's forgiveness, desire the forgiveness. If you need to forgive or you need to be forgiven, it doesn't really matter. Like, desire the forgiveness, like put the energy out there, and it's like that will just allow things to naturally align. If you are just dating a Pisces, again, go with the flow, really hear each other out, and things will just naturally fall into place. If you are in a relationship long term with the Virgo, I'm sorry, with the Pisces, again, you know, these things will naturally fall in place as you desire them to do so, okay, if that makes sense. So, with Pisces, Virgo, it's not time to give up. It's time to forgive and really get to re-know each other, if that's the case, or really get to know each other. Love endures. There's a strong connection here, and the more you desire the preservation of that connection and healing and forgiveness, the more the universe just kind of sets it all up for you, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are connected to a Pisces. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is messages for those of you who are involved with an Aries, whether we're just dating, we're hoping to reconcile with an Aries, or we're hoping to get with an Aries. So let's see the Virgo Aries connection for August. All right, you deserve love. You are lovable. So with this, you know, if you are with an Aries and you're not getting a whole lot of love and affection, it might be time for you to really put yourself out there and demand those things from your Aries. Or it might be time to move on from your Aries, because with you deserve love and you are lovable, there's some aspect or element to this relationship on your side or on the side of Aries where, you know, somebody's not feeling totally appreciated, valued, and loved on some level, okay? So let's see. All right, so we have romance, yeah. And we have show simple acts of kindness, yes. So the Virgo Aries connection, what I'm seeing here is one or both of you really needs to start putting in more effort, needs to start being more romantic, needs to start doing more sweet little things, you know, for the other to let them know that, you know, they're truly valued and loved and cared about. Or it could be a combination of where you both need to start putting more in. So I feel like that's especially strong for those of you in a commitment with an Aries. It's like you guys need to give each other more attention. And so you can only change yourself, Virgo. So the more that you start romancing your Aries, even if you're like, they don't deserve it, just start romancing your Aries, being more loving, being much kinder, more compromising, it will go very far for you. Also, focusing in a very positive vibration about your Aries, why you fell for your Aries, the positive aspects of your relationship instead of focusing on what's wrong. And it will really help shift the vibration between the two of you, okay? If you're just dating an Aries, you know, try, if you need to open up and be more romantic, then do so. If you need more, you need to let the Aries know, hey, I need more than this, okay? So we have chaos here. If you're trying to reconcile with an Aries, you know, Virgo, I feel like in this particular reading, it's almost as though either this Aries needs to come back to you and really just lay it all on really thick, a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of kindness, or you are the one that needs to return to Aries and offer those things. Like one or the other needs to really be vulnerable and put themselves out there and be kind and loving and gentle in order for the reconciliation to actually come back together and work, okay? If you're trying to woo an Aries, just be really flattering and kind and, you know, go about it that route and have confidence in yourself. But with chaos here, Virgo, the month of August, regardless of your status with an Aries, there could be a lot going on, okay? This doesn't have to be bad. It's just, it could be like up, down, back and forth, just a lot of different energies happening between you and your Aries. But ultimately, you know, as long as one or both of you is willing to give more love, romance, and kindness, I really feel like this relationship can work out and balance out just fine, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are connected to an Aries. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is for a Virgo, a Taurus connection. Those of you involved with a Taurus or interested in a Taurus, or maybe hoping to reconcile with a Taurus. Let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, so we have release the ex. Okay, so Virgo, this could mean a couple different things just depending on the status of your relationship with Taurus. We'll start if you are currently estranged from your Taurus and hoping for a reconciliation. This release your ex card can mean a couple of things. One, it could mean like legit you really need to just let it go. You know, a reconciliation with your Taurus for now, like you just need to let it go. It's not the right time, not in August, and maybe not for some time to come if you guys are going to reconcile. Or it could mean that in order for you and this Taurus to reconcile, we've really got to let all of the emotional baggage that exists between us go. Like it's got to be healed and released in order for the two of you to come back together, have a reconciliation, and move forward in harmony, okay? If you're just dating a Taurus and there's no real commitment, this could mean that either you're still hung up on an ex, or your Taurus is still hung up on an ex, or either of you or both of you could be still dealing with a lot of emotional trauma from past relationships, okay? So there's some element of your romantic past that needs to be healed and released in order for the two of you to have a, you know, harmonious relationship, whether it's inside of you, it's inside of your Taurus, or maybe it's a combination of both where you both have to let something of your past go, all right? If you are in a committed relationship with a Taurus, it really could be that, you know, in order for you and Taurus to connect and move forward happy, joyfully, and go to like a different vibration, we've got to let go of all of the emotional baggage that exists between us, okay? Everything, you know, the faults, the blames, all of that, like we've really got to let that go. Or if somebody's hanging on to an ex or hope of a reconciliation with an ex, even though we're committed, that's really got to change. Like that's got to be let go of, okay? So we have spiritual connection, and love is all around you. So this Virgo Taurus connection is very special. With spiritual connection, you have known each other before. This relationship goes beyond this lifetime, okay? There's a lot of love between you and this Taurus, whether you are currently together or not. It's just there's something about the past that has got to be healed and released in order for you guys to realize how much love exists between the two of you. Very special connection for Virgo Taurus, okay? Something worth fighting for. Look at this, High Priestess of Air. Okay, so with that, Virgo, this is saying, you know, maybe in order to release the baggage, the emotional trauma, whatever this represents for you personally with your Taurus, in order to do that, we might need to disconnect from the emotional body and go to the higher mind and use our logic and be very rational and, you know, base our decisions from there. And from that space, you know, start healing the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and that will, you know, trickle down into the emotional body. But there is a very special connection between you and this Taurus. And, you know, I think whatever it is you've got to heal and release from the past, it is so worth doing for the preservation of this relationship, okay? Don't get caught up in the emotional body, hurt emotions, jealousy, betrayal, none of that. It's like we've got to be in our higher mind and see this for what it is. It's something very special, and we've got to heal those hurt emotions, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are involved with a Taurus. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is for a Virgo Gemini connection. Whether you are hoping to reconcile with the Gemini, you are currently involved with the Gemini, or you are trying to get into a relationship with a Gemini. Let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, so we have a wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So, you know, just depending on where you're at in your relationship with your Gemini, this kind of has a bit of a different meaning. Some of you could be celebrating your wedding anniversary this month, or the anniversary of your first date, something like that. Now, this is all about your relationship going to the next level. So if you are just interested in a Gemini, this could be where you guys actually go on your first date, or you kiss, or, you know, something happens that makes you more than just friends. This could also be where maybe you've been dating a Gemini and now we're going to get committed, or we're saying I love you, or we're moving in together, or we're getting engaged. We could be getting married in August. We could be buying a house, starting a family. It's just depending on where you're at with your Gemini, there's going to be some elevation to the status of your relationship or the connection you share. Okay, so if nothing's really changing in the status, this could be where you guys are just getting much more emotionally connected. Okay, if you are disconnected from your Gemini, hoping for a reconciliation, with the wedding card here, you know, there could definitely be some sort of communication, you know, with your Gemini. It says, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So, you know, whatever status you are with your Gemini, make sure you are staying authentic to yourself, Virgo, and you're being very honest and you're expressing that, okay? So let's see. All right. And look what comes out. Honesty is essential. Yeah, it's important that you're very honest with your Gemini and demand honesty in return. And then love is all around you. So there's a nice connection here with Gemini for sure. But I feel like there's a need for communication, maybe some vulnerability, opening up all the way. But I do feel we are going to the next level, many of you, with your Gemini in August. Or you're getting emotionally closer, like that's where this elevation takes place. And we have a rigid. Okay, so some of you may be inclined to not speak your whole truth. I don't feel so much in a sense to lie, to be deceptive, but rather out of fear of being vulnerable, out of fear of being completely exposed. And you know what? It's very important that we're honest with each other, okay, in the month of August. And if you feel like there's any sort of blockage or wall between you and your Gemini, you know, try to talk about it. And if that doesn't work, love is all around you. There's love everywhere all of the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Switch to the positive. Stop focusing on the disconnection, the issue, the problem, you know, whatever. Focus on the good. That's what brings you closer. But also with this, you know, whatever your next step is with your Gemini, you know, you guys might want to keep it under wraps, some of you right now. Even though it's like honesty is essential, it might be that you guys need to not tell anybody right away. And some of you, I feel with all of this, may be secretly eloping with your Gemini in the month of August, okay? So Virgo, those are your messages for Gemini. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is for a Virgo Cancer connection. Those of you who are interested in a Cancer or involved with the Cancer, or maybe hoping to reconcile with a Cancer. Let's see what comes out. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So whether you are hoping to reconcile, you are just dating and hoping things to progress, you're in a serious relationship and you want to become closer, or you want, you know, you guys to take the next step, whatever that would be, or you are trying to get with a Cancer. It's all about divine timing. It's like the hand of fate is in this relationship between Virgo and Cancer. So just keep that in mind. This relationship cannot be forced. It's all like in the hand of the divine. The way it's all going to work out. If you're coming back together, it's going to happen in the right time. If you're going to get committed or, you know, express deep emotions, if you're just dating a Cancer, it will happen in the right time, okay? Love endures. And have patience. Look at that. Yes. This Virgo Cancer connection, I feel, is something very special. And with have patience and divine timing, some of you might be like giving up, but love endures, okay? Just hang in there. Have patience. All things have to move in their perfect divine timing. If you're hoping for a reconciliation, I do think one can happen. But again, you just have to have patience and let the hand of fate put all things in order for you. If you and your Cancer are trying to achieve something, you guys are going to, again, it's about the hand of fate. You're going to have patience. So let's see. If you're trying to woo a Cancer, have patience. Eventually, I think you will win. Okay, so we have Grove. This is about healing, okay? And I just think with the divine timing, it's worth waiting for. That might be what the holdup is. So if you're trying to reconcile, you know, you might need to heal, or your Cancer might need some healing before we can come back together, okay? If we want the relationship to progress a bit quicker than it is, go to the next level, whatever that means, you know, there might be some healing that needs to take place in you or in your Cancer before that next step can truly be taken with success, okay? So if you're trying to pursue a Cancer, they might be in healing mode, all right? It's just, you know, apply it as how it fits to your situation. Have patience. Love endures. I feel like regardless of your status, it's going to work out for you in Cancer, okay? We just need healing and patience and allow the hand of the divine to put all things in order, all right? So those are your messages for those of you involved with a Cancer. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is a Virgo Leo connection. Those of you interested in a Leo, involved with a Leo, hoping to reconcile with a Leo. So let's see what's going on for you guys. All right, so we have separation. So, you know, if you guys are hoping to reconcile with a Leo, this could mean that, you know, the reconciliation may not take place in August just because of the card separation. We might still need more time to learn and grow on our own rather than being together, because some, you know, things we experience in life have to be learned on our own without our partners. So if you're wanting to reconcile with a Leo, I don't know that August is the month for that. Okay, this is general, so you have to take it with a grain of salt, but, you know, may not take place in August. Okay, if you are just dating a Leo with no real commitment, or you are in a serious committed relationship with a Leo, we could be disconnected from each other, you know, through travel this at some point in August, or through military, you know, just something like that that kind of takes you guys away from each other physically. Just some sort of separation like that. Not that we're broken up or estranged. It's just circumstances of life have us separated at some point in August. Some of you, this could be where you're feeling very disconnected from your Leo, and you're wanting that connection. Like, why does it feel like we're strangers right now? Okay. Okay, so we have romance and spiritual connection. Beautiful. Listen, Virgo, if you are feeling like you and your Leo just aren't vibing and not getting along, you know, feeling like you guys are a bit disconnected, really romancing your Leo and lavishing them with a lot of attention and love, I feel like will do wonders. Okay. But no matter what, you and this Leo have a very special connection with the spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Okay, there's something very special between the two of you. And those of you who are disconnected, separated through travel or military life circumstance, I feel like when you guys come back together, oh my God, it is just amazing. You guys are so in love, just wrapped up in each other. Okay, if you're trying to pursue a Leo, you're feeling it so strong because of this spiritual connection. If you're hoping to, you know, get back in a relationship with the Leo, again, it's the same thing. It's this spiritual connection. And we have confidence. Believe in yourself, Virgo. Believe in the strength of this relationship. Believe in the connection that you and this Leo have, regardless of what you guys are going through. And I just feel like you will prevail if you remain positive and continue focusing on loving your Leo. And if you need more love from your Leo, asking for that, you know, and feeling confident in stating your needs and desires for the longevity of the relationship. Okay, so very special connection for Virgo Leo. Hang in there, do what you got to do, have confidence in yourself and in the relationship, and really pamper and romance your Leo if that fits. And if you need that, again, put that out there to your Leo, okay? So, Virgo, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is a Virgo Libra connection. Whether you are interested in a Libra, am currently involved with the Libra, or hoping to reconcile with the Libra. So let's see what comes out, Virgo. All right, so we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So with this coming out, you know, we're going to have to draw some other cards. But this could be where, you know, either you or your Libra are incredibly suspicious of the other for no reason. Like, we're jumping at shadows. We're just like really insecure. If you're dealing with a Libra who's incredibly insecure, always accusing you of things, Virgo, you might need to rethink this relationship. If you are, you know, jumping at shadows, you with this Libra feeling very insecure. Again, you might need to rethink your behavior in this relationship. What we have here is be authentic to who you are and receive love receive with love and appreciation. So being authentic to who you are, if you're feeling insecure, it's either no reason for it or there is reason for it. I mean, this is a general. And if there's no reason for it and you're jumping at shadows, it's just like insecurity, you really need to work on that. If your spidey senses are going, but you can't find anything, but it's like, no, something's off, Libra's acting weird, you know, there's just all these little weird, you know, things happening, then, you know, you might need to really pay attention to that. If you're trying to reconcile with the Libra and they're just giving you the runaround, you might really want to pay attention deeper to what's really going on. They might not, you know, be as legit as they are claiming to be. So let's see. Slow down and ask for help. Yeah. So listen, I felt like the Libra Virgo connection was a decent read. I'm sorry, I haven't done, who am I thinking of you with? Okay, nope, just ignore that. I haven't done Libra's readings yet, so that couldn't have been Libra. All right, good. So Virgo, what I'm seeing here, slow down, ask for help, pay attention to the red flags. There's just a number of things going on with your Libra connection, whether you're hoping for a reconciliation, you're just dating one, you're in a long-term commitment with one, or you're just trying to get into a relationship with one. It's like there's more going on. There's more that meets the eye. You need to really slow down and pull back and take a different look. Ask for help. You know, if Libra keeps telling you you're crazy, you know, tell other people, be like, okay, these are the things. Am I crazy? Or do you feel like there's something here? Am I just jumping as shadows, or is this real? Like, some of you may very well need to gain some outside advice, okay? Others of you, it might be that, you know, you and this Libra have a really good connection and you're really excited and you need to like slow down and not try to, you know, move too fast. If you're trying to reconcile with the Libra, with this, you might want to slow down and really rethink that, okay? And just really look at everything. We have cycles. So what this is saying, and look at, on the bottom is the reminders card. So we're going to pop that bad boy out because that pairs so perfectly with this card and with this reading in general. Listen, Virgo, those of you involved with the Libra, if you continually go through this like same repetitive pattern of behavior, it's time to make a change and break that, okay? If you have a Libra who's in and out, and right now they're out, you can be guaranteed they're going to come back into your life, okay? If you and your Libra have the fight about the same damn thing every single time, you can be guaranteed that even though we've smoothed it out right now, it's going to come back around again. That's what cycles is about, okay? So when that happens, because we have, don't forget, reminder, which this is all about the past. So when the past resurfaces in your relationship with your Libra, or your Libra is resurfacing from the past, you really need to consider the patterns of the past and what is similar about it right now, that same vibe, okay? It's like, don't make the same mistake you made in the past. Make a different choice this time, or the same exact thing is guaranteed to repeat, all right? So some of you, this is a pattern of behavior that needs to be changed within the relationship with your Libra, either on their behalf or your behalf, or this is all about a Libra returning to you, and I feel like it's just, you guys are going to go through the same thing you've always gone through unless we make some drastic different changes this time around, okay? So Virgo, those are your messages in regards to a Libra. not the best. I'm so sorry. I feel like Capricorn was a hard read for Libra. I'm sorry, Capricorn was a hard read for Virgo, and Libra was also a hard read for Virgo. That's what I was thinking about, is Capricorn's reading for Virgo. So those two were like the heaviest of all the signs. I only have Scorpio after this, so I am sorry, Virgo. Just be very cautious with this, Libra, okay? I am wishing you all the best. Take care. All right, Virgo, so this is your messages for a connection with the Scorpio. And this could be where you're hoping to reconcile with one, you're just started kind of dating one, or you are involved in like, you know, a committed relationship, or maybe you're hoping to get in a relationship with one. So what flew out is give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So those of you involved with the Scorpio, you know, you might want to give it a bit more of your energy, your time, your effort. If this is like a relationship of the past coming back with the Scorpio, you might want to consider giving it a second go round, you know, if it feels right for you. If you're just kind of dating a Scorpio and things aren't moving as quickly as you would like them to, you might want to exercise a bit more patience and understanding. Or, you know, if your Scorpio is trying to rush you, explain, hey, I need some patience and understanding. You know, if you are in a long-term committed relationship with a Scorpio and you're like thinking about throwing in the towel, or you guys just haven't been getting along, you know, it's not time to let it go yet. It's like there's still more to this relationship. Okay, love makes all the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Yes, so love and nurturing is key between the Virgo-Scorpio connection. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So this Virgo-Scorpio connection really needs more love and compassion and kindness, whether it's on your behalf, Scorpio's behalf, or a combination of the two of you, okay? But there's still something worth fighting for when it comes to this relationship, as long as we make the proper efforts and adjustments, okay? So let's pull an outcome card here. And you know, if you're trying to pursue a Scorpio, they can be a bit hard to get. You just dote on them, give them lots of love, show them a lot of kindness, and don't give up. Like Scorpios sometimes need to know, like, you're in it to the end, like that you will do what it takes, you know, to be by their side, to be with them. It's like about loyalty, because once you're in a Scorpio's, like they have your back, they have your back, okay? Doesn't mean like they're going to be that true to just anybody, but once they are loyal to you, that you've earned that, you can guarantee they will have your back, okay? So if your Scorpio is playing a bit hard to get, it might be, you know, them at a subconscious level testing out your loyalty and what you're willing to do to be with them. Are you in it to win it, or are you just in it for a minute, okay? So if you're experiencing that, just keep that in mind. Scorpios are a hard nut to crack, and if you are so lucky to actually break through the barrier and see deep down inside, you are a very special person to Scorpio. A very select few will ever see those depths, okay? So keep that in mind. It's an earned spot with the Scorpio. Look at that. Just as I'm saying all of that, look at the card that comes out, understanding. Yes, some of you, I feel like you may not be understanding your Scorpio may not be understanding you, but again, do not give up on this relationship. It's worth fighting for. We just need to be a little bit more sensitive with each other, show a bit more kindness and empathy. And again, your Scorpio may be playing hard to get, but it's not for the reasons that you would assume or that would be true about any other sign. It's really about, Are you in it to win it with Scorpio? Or are you only in it for a minute? You decide, okay? So those are your messages, Virgo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.